No one talks about how overwhelming it is to create a digital product business. And in this video, I'm not complaining about it at all, but I want to be super realistic about what it takes to create digital products and to sell digital products online. Normally, you see all these videos which tell you amazing results, and yes, they are inspirational. I love watching these videos, but I also realized that I like to see more people who are on their journey and who haven't reached their destination. I want to see more people who really show how overwhelming it can be and that it is normal. And because I don't see many videos, so I decided I'm making a video myself. So sometimes you hear, yeah, it was quite hard at the beginning, but then the sales came in. And I'm like, yeah, but what about this period where it was really hard? What did you do to overcome it? Obviously, they persevered, but it is a mental struggle to not getting what you want each day. But at the same time, it is really, really hard at the beginning when you don't have a big audience, when you don't have many customers, or when you don't get regular sales, for example. But I believe that we can do hard things. And I'm just making this video to really talk about what it takes every day, to get up and keep going, even if I don't see immediate results. I'm not saying that I don't see any results, because if you watch all my videos, there are results and it is absolutely fantastic. I love it, but I'm definitely not someone who can already say that I'm making $10,000 each month. And I kind of want to normalize that. I want people to be out there to talk about what they are doing, how they are doing it, what their successes but also their failures are, so you can learn along the way and just be part of a real authentic journey. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you can see what it takes to create a digital product business and where we can get to together. Let's talk about what is really important. Let's say you start from the very beginning. You kind of want to create multiple income streams. Obviously, you have to start with one income stream and then expand it a little bit. And that takes quite a bit of time. If you only create one income stream, it's no better than basically having a full-time job. If anything happens to that one income stream, you have no money coming in anymore. So that is a bit overwhelming. I'm, for example, really working on different things. I'm doing content creation for 2 YouTube channels. I do a little bit of TikTok. I do a little bit of Pinterest. That's all on the social media side. Then I'm doing Etsy a lot, creating new listings and driving traffic to my Etsy shop. I also have a Shopify shop where I also have to drive traffic to. And then I'm creating a workbook, and I'm also working on a few workshops I want to introduce you to very soon. So stay tuned. But yeah, then there is another thing people struggle with, and that is about their skills or the lack of skills. You wonder, what kind of digital product can you produce? What kind of skills can use for it? And if you don't have any skills, where do you even start? It is definitely overwhelming to finding the right thing for yourself. But for me, for example, I just started YouTube at some point, and I was really rubbish at the beginning. I'm still pretty average, I would say, but at the end of the day, I know that I just have to continue to getting better. It's also a little bit of a time thing. You will see me often just sitting in front of the camera and talking. There is not much edits or any words or text flying in, because I'm doing everything by myself at the moment. I'm shooting the videos and I'm also editing the videos, and a lot of time really goes into that. I obviously could pay for it, but then I need to make money first to pay for it. So I'm at the point where all these things are, still quite at the beginning for me. But the most important is that I get my message across to you. And then obviously I started Etsy more than a year ago, and I really gained a lot of skills by being on Etsy, and obviously also watching videos and following other creators to learn from them. So learning through videos or courses and other materials, and just being and experiencing Etsy for myself as well. But yeah, all this is a huge process, and no one really talks about what it takes to get to a certain point. And then time is another big thing, which is something no one talks about, feeling that there is no time whatsoever to do anything, especially if you have a full-time job, or also if you are a mom, either a full-time mom or just being a mom in general. And that's how I feel. There are certain times I cannot work at all. Weekends, For some people, it's amazing. They can work on their business the entire weekend. I don't have any time at the weekend because I'm looking after my kids, or I'm not looking after my kids. We spend a lot of quality time together, which is great. But I'm just saying that this time is not available to really work on my business. I do that during the week. And sometimes it takes also a lot of time to create things. Just because you have digital products doesn't mean that, you work on it for like 2 hours and then it's done and then you're selling it. So I think this is also a little bit of a myth that everything related to digital products doesn't take that much time. It does take quite a lot of time. But I also think that is okay, because you can't just expect that you create something in a few hours or even in a few days and then you put it out in the world and it makes you $10,000s. I think what should be more accepted is that it is hard work, it takes a long time, but at the end you will be successful. You just have to be consistent and persevere and be patient. And this is something so freaking hard. And not many really talk about that you need those kind of skills to really build your business or your side hustle. And last but not least, it's absolutely okay to feel overwhelmed. I honestly feel overwhelmed every single day, but this doesn't stop me. And that is very important. I still take action every single day. And for me, what works best, how I kind of structure things, is I'm making a plan of what I really need to do, or I even brainstorm some ideas as a first step, and then I write down all the different projects. I even have like a mind map with all the different aspects of my business I want to take care of. And there are 2 different projects: the projects which basically happen every single week, and that is, for example, content creation, making YouTube videos, writing the YouTube scripts, etc. And I'm dedicating days or hours towards those tasks and also try to bulk them. And there are other projects, for example, this workbook I'm working on at the moment. So I also dedicate like hours each day, or like have a full day where I work on my workbook, and I'm going basically backwards. I say when I really want to launch it, and I outlined all the chapters of this book, and then I'm saying how many hours I want to spend on each chapter each week, and then I'm basically going backwards. And also every week I check how far I come with the workbook, so I can make sure that I will be on time. It's a bit like a full-time job, but I'm giving myself the tasks. At work, you could not refuse to work on certain projects. I'm being as serious like I'm having a full-time job. I do have to work on certain things, even if I sometimes don't want to. And I normally plan the weeks ahead on a Sunday. I look at everything I need to do and then plan ahead. So when it comes to the day, I'm not wondering, what do I need to do next? No, I know exactly what I need to work on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, etc. And I just like have my checklist and work towards ticking off every single task. Obviously, not every single task will be done each day, so I just move it to the next day or another suitable day. I'm sure you're familiar with that as well, but it is very important to have a proper plan and to have these tasks so you don't start the day with wondering what you need to do next. And also, I just love ticking off tasks. It gives me so much satisfaction, so that is also a little bit of a motivation for me. So my conclusion is that it is absolutely okay to feel overwhelmed, but take action every day. And even if you just have 30 minutes a day, allocate some tasks to these 30 minutes and you will make progress slowly maybe. But we don't have to succeed in 30 days. We don't have to make $10,000 next month. I know this sounds very, very attractive, and I would love to do that as well, but I also want it to be more normal, that we can reach that number, but on our own terms, with our own circumstances. And by these circumstances, I mean your full-time job, your mental health, your family, whatever it is. We can still do all of these things, but in our own time. Thank you, and see you in my next video. Bye.